Who knows what tomorrow brings? In a world where few hearts survive. All I know is the way I feel. If it's real, I keep it alive. The road is long, and there are mountains in our way. But we climb a step every day. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the worlds we know, up where the clear winds blow.
Native youth from First Nations in North and Central America have gathered to travel by boat to a secluded camp on the shore of Kootenay Lake in southeastern British Columbia. They've come to share their cultures and learn traditional ways from elders and teachers. By growing together, they are taking many steps toward healing the wounds that generations of harm have caused.
I'm here because I want to learn from the elders. I wanted to become a counselor for the other youth, a youth counselor, and help the other youth that are going through rough times right now.
Our culture is dying, is dying a slow death, and once these elders pass away, there's no identity for us whatsoever.
He's a friend of mine. You've seen him, you can find. He's a straight talker, he's a star walker, don't drink no wine. Hey, 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 hey. Wolf Rider, she's a friend of yours. You've seen her opening doors. She's a history turner, she's a sweetgrass burner, and a dog soldier.
It's nice, it's nice. You were like...
Where's the door?
You can find about it, that's the bathroom.
We know from things that we find here that Native people have been using this area for thousands and thousands of years, and so it seems appropriate, actually, to me particularly, that Native people from various cultures are meeting here to try and gain power and knowledge from one another.
It is the welcoming of the people and the welcoming of the spirits.
You way higher, you way higher, you way higher, you way higher, way higher, way higher, hey yo, you way higher, way higher, way higher, way.
Beugwamina nashmun intiwit, nashkumal kahkel musumno, maumustadna.
What I know, I like to share with people.
and maybe it'll help them in some way. That was the reason why I came here.
As the first of the sharing circles begin, the energy of the gathering catches everyone up. Teachers, participants, and camp staff too. A variety of settings for the learning circles are right at hand in this natural environment. As the young people listen, the lessons begin.
And the most important one is to have respect. You have to respect yourself first before you can respect me.
Other teachers, too, are drawn to share in this event, adding even deeper richness to the cultural diversity.
It is my job as the appointed spokesperson of my people to welcome you here and to wish that you have a good journey in your gathering of knowledge and in your interest to find out what's happening about the world, that you would find a bit out about us, that you would carry it back.
The reason I came was that I was hoping to encourage the young people, to keep them, to go after their culture, and be insistent about looking after their culture. And we're hoping, or I'm hoping anyways, that these children will, these young people will learn how to go and learn about different cultures and respect each other's. And hopefully through that respect that they learn here, they'll be able to go home and teach it to other people. And maybe we'll have, if we're lucky, make some great leaders or something for the Native people here.
Each day begins with a smudging ceremony to cleanse the spirit, mind, and body. A prayer circle. And hugs to warm the hearts. Then comes sharing and teaching about traditional ways and sacred ceremonies.
You never drink, you never do drugs, and you never abuse that pipe in any way, because that pipe was given to you to help people. And if you abuse that pipe, you might hurt somebody because of the power of the pipe.
Before long, everyone is ready to begin to construct a sweat lodge.
Holy night, garden night, pray on your medicine song, go straight into your spirit here, keep going on. Hey, 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 lightning woman, thunder child, star soldiers, one and all, oh sisters, brothers, and all together, aim straight, stand tall. Starwater, he's a friend of mine. You've seen him looking fine. He's a straight talker, he's a starwalker. Don't drink no wine. Hey, 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 hey.
When you're honored, you're that much more powerful. If you're afraid, I set it up with tonight. Yeah. Hold my breath. Mina, Igway can quit. Mina, and Maka, Igway got me on. We'll go me and Nash Mun, Teo. Hey, hey. One thing I can say truthfully, I'm going to miss all of you when I leave here next week. But you'll always be with me spiritually, especially after we have sweat. And most likely tomorrow we'll do a pipe ceremony because a lot of people enjoyed that. And maybe Saturday we'll have another sweat because that's the only way I know how to help people.
Igualmente, también se respeta de esa misma forma a todos los animales y las plantas, a la misma madre tierra.
I feel really excellent today. This day is just starting beautiful. The sky is beautiful, nice and blue. Without a cloud in sight. Actually, there's one tiny little one there. I look forward to the sweat today.
Today when we go in a sweat lodge, the first thing that we do, nobody goes in. I go in with the pipe and I put the pipe down, and I'll allow one guy to come in, and we start with first rock right in the center. I put the backwater and we put rock in the center. Then the south side and west side, north side. We have 5 rocks in there first, and then everybody will come in, and I'll do the pipe. I'll offer the pipe, pray for. After we finish the pipe, we're going to have berries, and I'll pray with them berries, offer to the grandfathers, and the tea, and I'll have the pipes tobacco. After we finish all those, and then the 24 rocks will be brought in, and then we start to sweat.
To respect the sacredness of the ceremonies and to ensure the privacy and the freedom for the participants to heal, both pipe and sweat lodge ceremonies have not been recorded.
I just felt that when I would pray in the sweat lodge, because it was really hot and I couldn't barely handle it, I found that when I would pray, it made it easier to breathe in the sweat lodge, and I felt more comfortable.
Yo no lo tomo como experiencia, sino lo tomo como un momento muy
It was
serio,
not an experience for
muy
him.
importante
It was a
para
big
el
feeling
espíritu
inside of his heart.
del ser humano.
I feel a lot better after I went in it, like a lot lighter and letting myself go, talking to the rest of the group here.
I've learned a lot here about how to confront my fears and just how to basically handle myself.
I feel comfortable around you guys now. Like I can totally
Before, when I first came here, I had this big knot in my stomach and it wouldn't go away. It just went away today. It's not there. I can just blabble, I guess. No.
It was the first village experience of my life. Now, the camp is my family.
I saw myself walking down the aisle with my diploma, and I just got accepted into college in Prince George, and I'm gonna make that happen.
I really hope and pray that you young people would learn something from what I talk about and what you see, the pipe ceremony and the sweat. One of my prayers is I hope that you can take something home with you that you'll never forget the rest of your life.
It's already made me a happier person. Like I told you, I found there's some reasons to stay, some reason to be here, and maybe there's a life for me here in this planet, and I don't have to constantly criticize it. I can just try to enjoy life and my own and stop worrying about the entire world like I've been doing for so many years.
I'm going to try and stay away from drugs and alcohol now. I'm going to bring the talking circle to my family. I'm going to try and get them up every morning and say, we're going to smudge, guys. No, let's have a talking circle.
No amount of alcohol can really take over this feeling, this sensation of being myself and knowing who I am, and I think that is just so great. I never knew that I was such a really nice person.
I feel so much more healing talking with everybody and doing the sweetgrass ceremonies and the pipe ceremonies than I would as if I went to some counselor just down the road.
I think we need this in our village back at home, like the healing. We have some healing there, but this is like really nice, and I'd like them to know about it.
I saw the kids gaining an identity, I guess, from showing things from their own culture. That sharing, the dynamic of that was just incredible. The singing and dancing.
Lightning woman from the child, star soldiers one and all, oh sisters, brothers, and all together, aim straight, stand tall. Starwater, he's a friend of mine. You've seen him looking fine. He's a straight talker, he's a star walker. Don't drink no wine. Hey, 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 hey.
That's why it's very important that we start sharing our medicine wheels. There's a lot of crisis in this little ball that we live in right now. Because if you want to make a decision regarding Earth, the four knowledges have to get together and decide collectively. Well, I think it's very, very, very important wherever Indigenous people are in this world that they be listened to, that they be included in the decision making, whether it's for social issues or economic issues. Because I think that's what's been lacking in all over the world, is that the Indigenous people have been pushed aside.
It really hurts me when I hear this, and white man say, I own this land. Where the Indian never claimed the land. They were the keeper of the land, and they looked after it in a good way.
And if you look at the world, Indigenous people are the poorest people in this world. And yet we're the richest inside, in terms of knowledge, in terms of spirituality, in terms of understanding Earth.
According to our prophecies, the First Nation peoples are going to teach other people about the land, the waters, and the Creator.
I think it's very important that we start getting together with other peoples of the other parts of the world and start sharing, whatever it is, whether it's the language, the food, the custom, the traditions, the songs.
I appreciate people. I love all people. And I think I've seen people show me love back here.
I've learned so much, and I'm really happy I came here.
No solo la sabiduría fue compartida, sino también el amor reinó dentro de todos nosotros y eso fue muy importante.
And the largest thing that I felt here was the love that we all shared with each other, which is probably one of the most important experiences that I have shared.
Porque alimentó nuestros espíritus.
Because it has given great food for our spirits.
Y nos hizo hermanarnos aún más.
And it has created a great brotherhood amongst all of us, each and every one of us.
That was the other amazing thing. Language is no barrier. That from the first few days through Henry, we all, I think, realized how much the same we are. And when everyone spoke and shared different hurts and feelings, that was all of us. We were that many people, but we were one person.
El asumir la responsabilidad que tengo.
And it has reinforced the responsibility that I have.
En la construcción no solo de una sociedad más digna y más justa para mi pueblo.
In the creation of a society that is more just and more dignified for my people.
Sino en la responsabilidad que tenemos todos de resolver los problemas de la humanidad.
And it's reinforced the responsibility that each and every one of us has to create a better future for all of us.
Well, Indigenous people, I think they have a lot to offer. And I think they are the only one that we can rely on to save Mother Earth for the future days.
I feel like these young people, these are future leaders. And I feel like they're messengers, like those horses, those many-colored horses that spread out over the land.
I feel a new sense of life and belonging and love of creation.
It's my hope that continues to spread, that it goes from the participants of this program to their families, to their communities, and finally links up with other communities until there's a new understanding of our place here on the earth.
I wish the rest of the youth here and all across Canada, First Nations youth would understand that we do have an awesome culture and it's just so great and you just gotta harness it and let it ride.
Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the worlds we know, up where the clear winds blow. Time goes by, no time to cry. Life's you and I, alive. Today, love lift us up where we belong. Where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. Far from the worlds we know, up where the clear winds blow. Love lift us up where we belong. Where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong. Far from the worlds we know, up where the clear winds blow.
I pray that all the people that have participated in the program that I had here will never forget the things that they learned, and they can take it home with them and use it in a proper way to try to continue what they learned here in the past 8 days. And each and every person that has participated in what I've done here will always be in my prayers until the day I die. Because it is my motto that every person that has smoked the pipe that I am the keeper of will be in my prayers whenever I do a pipe ceremony. Thank you. Kahkiau kisagihtanawau. Kahki ksemantu moikats kawan gistuttonawau. Kisagihtanawau.
Bueno, darles un saludo muy especial, muy de bastante gratitud por convivir esos momentos conmigo, del cual no había tenido. Y agradezco también al Creador y a todas las personas que estuvieron al frente de esas actividades. Esta actividad, que no es una actividad cualquiera, sino es una actividad de reflexión para el alma, es una reflexión del ser más humano y no del destruir la vida en otras cosas que el humano mismo se está destruyendo y no está aprovechando para su existencia.
He wants to say hi to the whole participants. Forgive me for not finding the correct word for that. but he wants to say hi, like said in Spanish, un saludo. And he wants to tell them that in being in this place is how we learning to behave our life, to go for the right place, to the right road, and instead of destroying our lives, and instead of doing things that we don't have to do and that is bad for us. So he wants to say hi again and wishes the best for all of them.
Brothers and sisters, I enjoyed this camp. I love all you, and hopefully we can do it again soon. Hope to see you very soon.
I'm going to miss you all. You've all affected the way I think of life, the way I'm going to think of it always. I'm never going to forget any of you. You've all become a part of me, and you're all extensions of who I am. And I just hope in some way that I've affected or had some small or major impact on your life.
Well, I think it was great, and I'll miss everybody equally, and I think I'll miss everybody a lot. I hope that someday we do meet again, our paths cross, and I hope that everything works out fine for everybody. And I'm sure that it will. I'd just like to say that, Henry, you've been like a grandfather to me, and I felt totally comfortable calling you grandfather, because I really didn't have a grandfather. Well, I did. Forgive me for saying this. I hope my parents don't read this, but I had a grandfather, but I rarely went to visit him, and I felt like I've been given a second chance, because the first chance, I was too wrapped up in drugs and alcohol, and so I never got to learn from him, and unfortunately they both passed away, so I'd just like to say that.
How about something for the other young people?
Yeah, I'd like to say to Jocelyn that you've been a really great friend while I was here. I think you're like a sweet little sister, but more as a friend, like more as a friend, not like a, not just like a little sister, but like more on a friendship level. And everyone's been great. Like Linda and Victoria, you guys cook really good. It's like sort of gourmet food. I'm not used to it, but hey, I got used to it. Now I'm gonna miss it when I leave, and be like, Mom, cook this stuff for me, but she probably won't be able to. And the guys have been really nice. Like they just welcome everybody, and they're like Ty and Dustin and Mark, and they just made me feel really welcome. I enjoyed that. And I like your heart and your hugs, Mark. You make me feel gushy inside. I just feel like I could hug you forever. And I look forward to seeing you in the future as chiefs. I'd just like to say to Dustin and Sarah, you two are wonderful people. You should show yourself more often. I'm sure everyone would love you. And I forgot what I was going to say. I thank to Jan and Peter that you guys were here, and to Emily and Russ that you guys organized this. And Ty, you're a great person. You're a nice bro. I thought of you as a brother while I was here. And Sarah and Mirella, I love your smiles. You guys just glow totally. Every morning you wake up just glowing.
Les decía el día de hoy que terminamos el campamento que los seres humanos somos el rostro de la creación, somos la conciencia cósmica que puede expresarse, y ese es mi mensaje para para todos mis hermanos con los que he compartido aquí unos días, que siempre vamos a estar en contacto a través de ese corazón que está latiendo todos los días en nuestro interior. Muchas gracias.
I'd like to share with everyone that has participated here that I will remain connected at the heart, and I have felt each and every one of your hearts, and that I will continue to maintain a connection at the heart level with each and every one of you. And I thank you very much.
Tan solo quiero decirles
What I'd like to tell you is
que para mí fue muy importante compartir con todos ustedes,
that it was really very important for me to share with each and every one of you,
que hay sabiduría en ustedes,
and that the knowledge that has come from you,
en los abuelos,
and from the grandfathers,
y que el Creador estuvo con todos nosotros.
And that the Creator was present with each and every one of us here.
Que no olvidemos,
let us not forget,
la gran responsabilidad que tenemos con todos nuestros hermanos indígenas,
that we hold a great responsibility with all of our brothers and sisters.
Que la superación para todos nosotros debe ser constante.
That superación? That growth is a responsibility for each and every one of us.
Que los quiero a todos y que sonrían siempre.
And that I'd like you all to always be laughing and smiling.
Thank you.
Anything?
Thank you, God, for the day, for the life, for the heart. Thank you, everyone. I'm happy. I love you, everyone. Smile forever, please. Thank you.
I'd like to say good luck to everyone, and I'd like to say something to everyone individually also. I'd like to say to Maria, je n'oublie pas vous pour ma vie. Sariah, I'd like to say adios, amiga. Live well and be happy. You have a lot of wisdom that you can offer to your future children, and I feel that you should pass it on to them. Your spirit is really strong. I can sense that. Maria, I'm really gonna miss speaking Spanish to you and speaking French. To Ty, I'd like to say good luck and quit macking other women. You got from the sounds of what you've got a pretty nice lady, and I think it's up to both of you to go through rapids. You guys have been in a lake for the past however long you've been together, and now it's time to go through some rapids and try to get used to growing together apart and away from each other. Luis, I think I really appreciate all the translation that you've done for us. I really wouldn't have gotten in contact with Maria, who will always be a special friend of mine for the rest of my life. Everyone in this camp will be a friend of mine. To Dustin, I've told you before, you're a butterfly in a cocoon, and now you've just transformed out of that cocoon, and you've grown out of it, and that spiritually, that's really good for you. And like I told you, fly from flower to flower and share your love with everyone. You've got a lot to offer. You've got a lot to offer that you can't even believe yet and that you can't see. And I pray to the Creator to allow you to see the love that you can generate. To Sarah, Sarah, you are a real quiet, mellow leader. You really don't have to say very much to get what you want. And I feel that you should learn to open up just a tiny little bit more, and then everyone will really, really appreciate you for who you are and not how you look. You are really a beautiful person. I hope that you can see yourself as beautiful as I do, as I can see you. To Coral, you've told me your dream and I've interpreted it for you. And I think that you have a lot to offer to your people. You know quite a bit about your tradition and culture, and I envy you for that, because our culture up in Stelllatein is slowly diminishing and dying. You should study, talk with your elders a bit more, and respect your elders. Respect your dreams, because your dreams are just a story about what is going to happen in the future. From the dream that you've told me, you're going to be really important to your people, and people will be willing to step in front of a bullet to save your life because you have that much more wisdom. And you're just a young girl too. I don't know what color eyes you have, but I think that you should take your contact lens off and just let the Lord, the Creator's eyes, look through everyone, and you will see what everyone is made of when you look into people's eyes. Jocelyn, you're the hot potato, the baked potato friend. I'll never forget the humor that you possess. Sometimes when I was feeling sad, I don't know if you knew that I was feeling sad, but you really lifted up my spirits. And that's great. That's a really good gift that you have, that sense of humor. You're going to live a good, healthy life from the way I can see you, from the way that you are today. You got to learn to express your sadness whenever you feel sad, because sometimes when we were at camp here, you felt really depressed and you didn't express it with very much people. But if you were to open it up, you wouldn't really feel depressed anymore. You wouldn't have anything to be depressed about because you let it out, and it's not hindering you, and it's not blinding your vision. Robin, I hope you and your old man can live long, and it sounds like from the looks of it, you really love him, and I can see you two getting married in the future, and you better send me an invitation. Frisly, Hispanio, oi, that's all I got to say. You will always be a brother of mine, and I've explained in front of the group at our thank you pipe ceremony that whenever I feel sad and I miss anybody from this camp, the wind spirit has kind of explained to me that no matter how much I miss somebody, all I have to do is close my eyes and breathe, and there I'll see your guys' face again, and then I don't have to miss you anymore. Each and every one of you will always be in my heart, and every beat of my heart echoes each and every one of you guys' name, including you, Tony. Is that it? That's about it, eh? All of them? To all the camp managers, to Peter especially, your dream has come true, and I really can't see you being here next year because your job is done. You don't really have to work any harder anymore. Just enjoy the fruits of your labor. Remember everyone's happy face. Remember everyone's hurt. And remember everyone's healing. This dream that you had, I don't know if you can really see it yourself. It took a lot of your own labor, your own time, voluntary, paid for time, whatever it was. It took a lot of your time out of your life. And I can see you enjoying it and saying that all time was well spent. And I think that you're going to go on a really good vacation, and I just wish I could go with you. To Mark, fly like an eagle, man. You gotta fly. You let every single thing that hurt you ever since you were a child, everything that was hurting you, you held in. I think you felt that you could handle it yourself. And little do we all know, all problems build up and build up and build up until you just can't take it anymore. You've cleansed all your sorrow and all your pain and all your hurt. And now your inner child's smiling. I saw your inner child smile at me. And that just makes me so happy. And I know your life with your old lady, Johan, young lady. Sorry, Johan. Your young lady, Johan, and you have just begun a new journey. And your life as you know it together is going to change from here, from this camp on for you, Mark. And enjoy every single second because you've changed. You're that much more stronger spiritually and mentally and physically. You're all well balanced now. Your medicine wheel is just right there. All you have to do is live your duration. If you ever have any problems, don't be afraid to share it with your wife or to challenge all that negative energy to Mother Earth, where all negative energy can flow, and just be at peace and grow out to be a beautiful tree. I think that you have a lot to offer to all the youth, and you have a lot of leadership abilities. And like I said, life as you know it with Johan has changed. As soon as you leave this camp and as soon as you say goodbye to the last person from you're not on your own anymore. You've got all of us with you. And to James, the camera dude, I can see you healing too, but you've really got to take it at your own pace. There's a lot of hurt that I felt from you, and whatever it is, it has something to do with a little while ago. I can't really say what it is. It may be still too traumatic for you to think of. But no matter what it is, please know that I'll always be with you no matter where I am. My prayers will always be with you. And I pray that you will heal, and that you will grow. And then after you heal and grow, everything will just follow through. Everyone will see you as the most beautiful person on earth. When all your problems are all out in the open, you've got to open up just a little bit more. And that's all I like to say to everybody who I've got feelings about.
When I pray to Ni Muslim Ni Kokum, which are my, I say my because if it weren't for my mother and her mother, my grandmother and her father and my grandfather, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sharing this great experience. I wouldn't have the Native culture in me. I wouldn't find it such a great power in my life. And I just hope all of you can feel the same, that you respect even those that have passed on now, because you're here because of them. Kisagitin is I love you.
I'd just like to say hello to you all, and I'm very glad for meeting every one of you. I hope you all take care. You'll always be in my thoughts, and I hope that we meet again. And keep on smiling.
My younger brothers and sisters, I want to tell you how wonderful a time I had with you, and that your spirits were bright and light, and I learnt so much from you. And I know you have a hard job because you have a lot of stresses, worries, wondering if you stay in school, will you get a job anyway, that type of thing. But I just want to tell you, if before you do anything else in the morning, if you use your smudge and pray and remember what you learned here, I think that the Creator, the grandmothers and the grandfathers will be right beside you and guide you, and you can see yourself always taken care of, always safe, and always happy. And I really hope to see you again. And I love you all. So, Kinanas Komatan, Mushum, and Nikukum, and Ka Wapamtan Asumina. Hi, hi.
Le quiero decir a mi gente que muchas gracias por la participación de ellos en este programa, pero también quiero agradecerle a los organizadores de este programa el haber dado la oportunidad a mi gente de poder venir y participar en este seminario espiritual. Y estoy muy agradecido y espero que en el futuro se pudiera dar más posibilidad y más ayuda a mi gente para que pueda participar más en estas actividades espirituales en las tierras norteamericanas de las primeras gentes nativas.
Kinanaskomitn na ginagi op mit teo mai Tipi Camp. Gisagit now, nagagi pagusanita bat na kinagi on kiston mai si pagusanita maswek, they meaning wisye. For each and every one of you people that were at the Tipi Camp, I wish all the best and good health, and for whatever wishes you may have, I hope and I pray that you will get them in your life. Dene Tha.
In the last few days, you've all touched my heart very deeply, and I've had thoughts and visions of some of you. Mark, I've had a vision of Mark. I've had a vision of you in a chief's blanket. I see you going a long way with what you've started here. And Dustin, when I first saw you as a fledgling crane or heron, and I could just see you starting to stand up tall and stretch your wings. And I really think that you will be seeing more herons, because I think the heron is you, and I think if you watch them closely, you'll learn from them as well. And there were other things I'm trying to remember. Jocelyn is a sparkle of light that I really think wherever you go, you will bring some joy and pleasure. And the world needs joy and light. And Coral, I really appreciate your clarity and thoughtfulness. And I sense a lot of kindness and compassion in you. And then strength. I think you'll be a leader with your people. I think you're going to bring them an important message. I'm trying to remember all the things that were going through my mind this morning. With our Central American friends, Saraya's got really important work to do. I feel like you're going to go very far, and a lot of people are going to be looking to you for guidance. And Mirella, I know, is becoming a doctor, but I think she's going to be more than a physician. Frisly makes us laugh and makes me happy, and I appreciate that a great deal. Sarah, your words are going to carry meaning and weight. You don't speak a lot now, but I think you're very thoughtful, and I don't think you speak without it carrying some measure of intent, and I think that'll be even more so as time goes on. And Robin, I think the experiences of this camp, aside from the discomfort you've suffered with your allergy, I think the things you're carrying back from this camp will enhance your spirit often. I think you'll find yourself referring back to the relationships you've made here. And I think this will be a really important time coming up in terms of adjustment for you. And Ty, I think this has been wonderful. I feel so good that I've been able to help you come to this camp, because I feel like the next big step for you will be finding your family, and I hope you take the opportunity soon to meet your grandmother. I think you're really ready for it. I think I've got everybody. Did I miss anybody? Louise is very special to me. Louise, I want you to understand that I prayed before this camp that the right people would come. And I know that I expressed to you that if I simply wanted someone to interpret Spanish, I could have put an ad in the paper. That's not what I wanted. Tyson Vanagan, who with Turtle Island Earth Stewards, who wanted this camp to happen, wanted 4 people from Central America. You were that 4th place, and you were much, much more. And I could never express to you how much I've appreciated your help, and your wonderful wife, Betsy, as well. Henry, I learned a lot from you, grandfather. You said to me that sometimes you think that maybe I don't believe, and I have to admit that when things get tough, I tend to push the river rather than to trust in the process and trust in the Creator. And I have learned through this workshop that strength means flexibility. It doesn't mean rigidity. It doesn't mean being the dam that stops the process, but learning to flow with it. And I appreciate the learning that you have helped bring about. And Victor, Victor, I really appreciate you coming in when you did, and adding your joy and energy. I could see that the young people here really liked having you come in. It added another special dimension. And I hope that we have more time together to do more things in the future. Thank you all.
I am an artist, poet, son of a poet, and I'm always trying to get the closest connection I can to creativity, to the source. I want to stay in touch with my muse without getting burned, you know. You get too close to the gods and you're going to get fried. I count on it. But in this case, this is on their terms. And it's right. It's a beautiful channel. for creativity, for touching upon yourself and that which is creative. This is the way.
Well, I've been very touched by your presence. And when I think about my level of understanding and my level of evolution, when I was a teenager or a youth, I'm very impressed with the level of feeling and sense of really wanting to be in touch with spirit and create a greater sense of harmony between mind, matter, and spirit. And that's very, very touching. And I thank you very much for, having been able to be a part of your growing, which has really helped me to grow in so many ways. And I'm very impressed. Thank you.
I had a wonderful time. I had a frustrating time. You guys got a taste of that moment when I blew it, and I apologize to all of you for that. Each and every one of you touched me in a different way. I just had a great time here, and gosh, I don't know, it's like Coral had a way about her that was so sweet and feminine that I saw. Jocelyn had a very light, almost, I don't want to say childlike, but she made me think of youth and just having fun, like girls just want to have fun, was the way I felt around her. Sarah was much more, Sarah, you were deeper and quieter, but I really felt a lot from you. Ty, I love you. You're my homeboy. Felt great to see a homeboy again. Frisly and Sariah and Mirella, oh, you were just beautiful. It was just really special to meet you and be with you and to be able to speak Spanish again. It just all came out of me, things that I didn't even know that I knew how to say. It was very special to have you here. Luis, la cucaracha, el gato guapo. You certainly had your moments that enlivened us all and made us laugh. Dustin. You made me laugh a lot and kept me rolling when I started to get right on edge, and I appreciated your humor. Gee, I don't want to leave anybody out. Mark, boy, you taught me a lot, Mark, and I think you were a special messenger for all of us, and you have a big gift that you were given, and it's something, oh boy, it's not something that I would want to carry, but you're a strong man, and that's why it was given to you, and you're a very special man that's just like touched by the Creator to say you got something to do here. Robin, I didn't get to talk to you a whole lot, but you sure were sweet and pretty, and I enjoyed what little bits of time that I did get to speak with you and be with you. Let's see, who else was there? And then grandfather.
I have to say I was almost afraid of you, afraid to talk to you because you just seemed like too much of a person for me to get close to. But you really touched my heart. And I thank you for what you taught me and what you brought out in me and helped me to get past. Ooh, I feel lightheaded now. And Victor, I really felt a strong connection with you from the moment I heard you yell across the parking lot, Linda! And I got in the boat with you. You had a suitcase exactly like the one that I carry my art supplies in, and you told me you carry your special pipe in there. And I really enjoyed talking with you and sitting with you, and I look forward to spending more time with you. And I love you all. Thank you very much.
When we finished the last pipe ceremony today, after I'd talked, I realized I'd talked a lot about myself and my feelings, and I guess it's hard for me to sometimes to talk a lot about others. But what I wanted to say and I'd forgot to say was that I knew I was going to miss the people once they had gone, and that's happening now. So I miss you all, and thank you very much for allowing me to be a part.
I want to thank each and every person from the very bottom of that little boy in me who was without fear trying to get out of me for 30 years. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of that little boy's soul and from the sound of his drum. Thank you for allowing me to blossom and leave things and fears that I don't need anymore behind. And you're all my family as much as the people I was born into. And I'll love you forever, and you're welcome at my house anytime, and anything I have is yours.
My wishes, my hopes are for all the people that have participated in this to carry on with the knowledge that they have gained at this program and pass it on to the rest of the world. Thank you.
To all the participants here that have been here, I express my sincere appreciation and love for the way that you've given yourselves to the process. And I see and respect what has happened to you and honor the changes and the love that has come into you. And I really appreciate your willingness to participate and the understanding that you've taken away with you. I hope it lives forever in you and burns brighter and brighter and brighter, and in your children and in your children's children. Thank you so much for being here. First, I'd like to express my appreciation to every staff person that helped this to happen. My friends, people who have worked together, both you guys on the video, but also the crew here at the Tipi Camp. We have become bonded many times over the last 9 years. And the experiences that we've had have taught us and taught us and taught us. And this one has been the culmination of all of those experiences. And I saw a thoughtful, caring, compassionate team working together to help the experience to happen in the best sense of the word. And I saw us through our eyes and our hearts behind the scenes as we made the meals and brought people in and stuff in the boats, and in the process itself as we got caught up in it, I saw a wonderful group of people that in many ways has become one too. So I'd like to express my appreciation to the organizers and to all of us staff that helped it to happen. It couldn't have happened without us, and the way that it happened was perfectly beautiful and delightful. And it's only because of the giving that came from each person.
I'd like to say to each and every one of the participants that all of you have touched my heart very deeply, and there's a space in my heart that'll be there always for you. As in the group sessions, I felt that people had a lot of hurt that they were trying to get rid of, and then there was the nurturing from everybody else within the circle to help that healing process go on. And when we were talking individually one-on-one, I explained some of my life and my mistakes that I have done in the past in hopes that they'd be a little bit of knowledge to help some of you participants over some of the rough spots that you experience in life. And to me, it was an opening of my heart more than I have in the past, and definitely an opening of my feelings. As the first circle I said, when we had the first smudge that I participated in, that I'm a man of few words, and for me to say as many as I have while I've been here is something that I feel real good about, and I'm going to continue on releasing more of my feelings to people in hopes that I get the same response back from other people as I have from you. And I hope that in the future that at least I can be able to come to the area that each one of you are from and experience some of your culture in its own setting. And who knows, I may show up on your doorsteps. And to finish off, I'd like to say to all my brothers and sisters, I love you all.